Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of Talking About Rock. I'm your host, Rob Edwards in Buffalo. My co-host, Gerry Schmidt in Nashville, has got some news for us. Gerry, what's going on today?
How you doing there, Robert?
Good.
Hey, I want to talk about what's not happening here in Nashville this weekend. A couple of shows got canceled this week because COVID reared its ugly head once again. As you know, it's kind of out there in full force once again. And a couple of bands canceled their shows this weekend, including the guys from the dance party band Guilty Pleasures. They were supposed to play a big show on New Year's Eve at 3rd and Lindsley. However, Rubik's Groove, another 80s dance party band, ably stepped in that night and took over the slot. So fans of that kind of music will have something to participate in on New Year's Eve and have a good time. We also lost the Long Players on New Year's Day. I was planning on going to see them. They were covering Tom Petty's Wildflowers album. And I've talked about this band before. They play an album in its entirety, a classic rock album from top to bottom. And then they come back for a second set and play a bunch of songs from that same band that aren't on that album. Would have been a great night of Tom Petty music, and unfortunately it's not happening because members of both of these bands fell ill from COVID, so they canceled the shows. Also going on New Year's Eve is our friends from Symptom of the Universe, the Black Sabbath cover band, which I've seen and posted video from before, and they're playing New Fear's Eve in Lebanon, Tennessee, with a bunch of other hard rock and heavy metal bands. And our friend Marshall Latimer, friend of the show, Marshall, has his weekly concert series going on New Year's Eve at the 404 Bar and Grill on Elysian Fields off of Nolensville Road here in Nashville, for those fans of ours that are in Nashville, Tennessee. So there still are a few options going on. And hopefully the friends of the show that are watching today will choose one of those options and give us some nice feedback about it.
Definitely. We look forward to that. We have a couple of shows coming up for New Year's Eve out here, too. We got Diver Down playing the stage. They still have that show going on. They're a Van Halen tribute band. And they will also have Dirty Vernon. They'll be playing at the Rock at Buffalo coming up. So I know some of the shows for some of the other acts locally have been postponed, and some of the tours have been either shut down or pushed out a couple of months. Stephen Piercy, case in point, he had to push out his show a couple months. He'll be back in Buffalo. But let's hope things start to get a little bit better as we make it through this winter, and let's get through the rest of this COVID baloney and just get back to music and live shows like we know it should be, and it was getting to be that way. Definitely. So without further ado, let's introduce today's guests. We have with us from Atlanta, Georgia. They're a new up-and-coming act with former members from Skid Row, Bullet Boys, Every Mother's Nightmare, and Betty Blowtorch. Please welcome to the show C.C Spencer and Davee G from B.S.O.L, Backside of Life. How's it going tonight, guys?
Hi, guys.
It's going. It's going.
Welcome.
Awesome. Great to have you guys on the show. Really appreciate it. You guys are out in Atlanta, Georgia. How's it going out there?
It's
great,
hot.
man. It's great. It's
It's
well,
hot.
it was heating up until this whole Omicron thing
Yeah.
reared its ugly head, and now it's looking like everywhere. It's looking a little shaky, but as
So
far
far,
as
so
the
good.
scene as a whole, we're solid, man. It's on the rise. I do believe. It seems like there's a lot of really cool new bands, and we're kind of a new old band. So
Right.
Yeah, give our fans a little bit of background, kind of how you guys put this together and stuff, and how this came about for you.
Well, I mean, me and this
him.
dude have known each other
Forever.
God,
Since
longer than I care
Jesus
to
wore
talk about.
sandals. And,
I like that.
We were actually in a band together for like 10, 12
15
years.
Yeah.
Up until the early 2000s. And we went our separate ways for a while. I joined Skid Row, and
I went to New York.
did that for about 6 years, and then did a tour with the Bullet Boys and a few other little things. And I decided to move. I had left Atlanta for a while, so I decided to move back. And he happened to be back here after leaving himself for a while, and we started talking and started writing some songs and found some other dudes.
Yeah,
And
here we are.
here we are. You know,
It's great.
Cool. And then you guys put together your EP there you had come out right in January. You got
Yep.
4-song
And that-
EP. Tell us about
I'm sorry.
the first single you got off of there, number 47. That was pretty cool.
It was basically it's pretty weird. It's written by former guitar player who actually was with us
in
the other band. And he joined. He's from Memphis, and
he showed up
with the song, and we kept asking, "So what does this mean?" And he
never
didn't
could say.
know. So we were like,
But it's a
"Okay,
great
but
song,
it's a great
so we
song."
went
So
with
we went with it. Right. So we
Kinda
were like,
like-
okay, 47. But look
Yeah.
how it works out. You know, look how it works out. Maybe the 47th president will save our ass. You know? So it's like,
That's an interesting interpretation. Sure. You know.
That's all I know. I just sang the words, dude.
Or maybe it's
definitely-
like Funk 49 by the James Gang.
You know, we'll be rowing boats by then, dude.
Yeah, well, definitely. You know, you brought up your vocals. Your vocals definitely stand out on the tracks for sure. I really like them. You know, they really stand out. Make it a little different sound for sure. You know, I was going to ask you about the songwriting. So you said this was written by a former guitar player. Was the rest of this stuff written by? How was the songwriting process go? Did somebody?
It's a collaborative effort.
It's all us, man. We just
Me
get
and him
together.
write a lot together.
Yeah.
We probably write about 60 to 75% of everything. But everything, even if the initial idea spawned between the two of us, I mean, we credit everything to the whole band.
Yeah,
I mean, it takes everybody
everybody to make it.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to pause real quick, and we're going to check out the video for number 47. Did you guys want to tell us anything about there? Or you want to just let it roll?
Man, it's just what it is, man. It's it was a rock and roll show, and
And this is sound check.
yeah, basically,
This is sound check.
All right. So this is the video, guys, for number 47 from B.S.O.L on Talking About Rock.
Yeah.
And right now, I've got two men. Two men with a gut full of fear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here. Number 47 reaches open the sky.
Okay, we're back on Talking About Rock with the folks from B.S.O.L. We just checked out their single that they released for number 47. So you guys got a 4-song EP out here. And you got some other tracks. Are you looking at rolling that into a complete album, or what's your kind of plans on where we're going with that?
I think today, man, I don't know, man. It seems like people, everybody is shying away from putting out obviously a lot of the big names and stuff, but it almost seems pointless right now. I think we can churn out a couple of songs at a time with regularity and not kind of overload people with information. Because people's capacity for taking in a lot of it's
short attention
span. So
I was saying the exact
two at a
same
time
thing
tends to
today.
go over better.
Right.
Yeah. We hear that a lot from a lot of artists.
We probably, you can take a little bit of juice from us at a time, because we get going.
Right. Yeah, we hear that from a lot of artists where they're like, they're not sure if they really want to do new material or how much they want to put out, or they'll do a song here and there. Because the record industry and music industry is so weird now with the streaming and the digital and all that baloney now. And the only way you can really do anything is playing live shows, or touring,
Anything.
That's what we're
gearing for. We don't. Sure. We're like chomping at the bit, dude. Really.
Yeah, every time I turn around, there's another news story about another, big act that sold their whole music catalog outright, for the cash because they needed it, and we're hoping that some of the big tours still happen, and kick back in gear.
Oh yeah, we have a show on the 15th that we're praying. We're just going, please, come on.
Yeah, because things are getting postponed left and right, and it's like, man, we really want this show to happen. It's it's a big
show,
big
hometown show, and
it's pretty much sold out with a bunch of friends of ours. Resist and Bite, Tommy Skio from Tesla's new band.
Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah, Vinny from
Seven Dust, his side project CEO. So it's like a big, all-star extravaganza. Which will be a lot of fun,
Yeah, and so we're just praying, please. Just let it happen. If it happens. Just let it happen. We'll deal with it after.
Yeah.
Right.
Next week, I don't care.
But,
Is this going to be a club show?
It's actually at a place here in Atlanta, downtown, called Center Stage. Holds about 11 to 1,200 people. So it's like, it's like, yes.
Perfect little crowd.
Perfect little crowd for everything you want to do, to be loud in January. Let's do it.
Nice. So does it have seats, or do people stand? Is it like a general admission thing?
It's like a miniature amphitheater.
Like an indoor amphitheater.
Yeah.
So it's seating around,
and then a floor.
General admission floor.
Perfect.
Yeah,
it's a great venue.
Yeah,
it sounds good in there, so it should be a lot of fun if it
happens. Which we hope. So far, so good.
Right. Yeah, I know some of the smaller shows have been either getting canceled or they got to go by the restrictions or the rules. You got to show your vax card. They're making sure people are wearing masks and stuff like that. A friend of mine was just at a couple of shows in Los Angeles, and huge crowds for some of the bigger shows for BTS out there, and for I forget the other show that he said he was shooting pyro for, but there's still some bigger shows going on. So it's kind of hit and miss, at this point.
I just went to Jingle Ball, whatever. iHeartRadio Jingle Ball. They had it here in Atlanta. I took my son, and a buddy of mine was working it. And it was pretty packed, but they had that same, show your vax card. If you haven't had a test of this in the last 24 hours, you can't get in. So luckily, all vaccinated 18. And we got in.
Mm-hmm.
So there you have it. So, but it was a good time. I got to see the Black Eyed Peas.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Yay.
That's very cool.
That's all I wanted to see. Everything else, I had no idea what it was.
Right. Yeah. I mean, for music right now, it's such rock and roll is such the underdog right now. There's, you don't see any of it anywhere mentioned on a lot of the charts or a lot of the popular music. I mean, rock and roll has never been the big popular thing, but it's nice to see there's still pockets all over the U.S. of no doubt. This is still a big deal. People still want to do this. There's still bands making new music and stuff.
Thank God.
For sure.
Yeah, you just have to dig a little bit deeper.
Oh, definitely. I think 10, 15 years ago, different bands were coming out and we all thought that these different bands were going to be the savior and keep rock and roll going for years and years, and then one or other thing fell apart on them, i.e. bands like Guns N' Roses and things like that. When they started to break, you thought, hey, this was going to be the new Rolling Stones and they were going to make things happen,
Right.
But we do have some interesting new artists, coming out. You guys are making new music, Tuck and the Restless Hearts are making new music. Eddie's son Wolfie's doing amazing stuff. I love the Mammoth stuff. It's cool.
Iron Maiden had a new album this year.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Iron Maiden had a new album this year.
Well, we got a couple of new songs in the can. We're going back in probably the end of January and hoping to do kind of the same thing. Just put like a 4 or 5 song EP out. So we're getting ready to shoot a video for the first single, Cold Black Water, and that'll probably be the release of the out, we're looking forward to it for sure. I mean, we just made some member changes, so the lineup we're just now revamping the website and everything. So what the info that you guys are reading from is actually a little antiquated. As far as the lineup anyways.
Yeah, I noticed some of the lineup stuff had changed or been removed and stuff.
We've got some new guys, which of course has spawned a lot of new material. So we're looking forward to it. This should be a good year.
The new year is going to be the good year.
Let's hope. Are you also putting out another video for for Devil in the Detail? There was something on the site about that.
We're going to work on that one after we put out the one for Cold Black.
Yeah.
Because basically with the member changes, the song has altered a little.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure that when it comes out, on point, properly on point with everybody with their
and
info.
Plus, we're excited about the new stuff.
The new stuff is just
the videographer that was like slated to do Devil is doing the new one, because he was like, man, we sent him some of the new stuff. He goes, man, I really wanted to do Devil, but I really want to do this song now, so we'll probably do both, but
at the same time, probably
this one will be first.
So are you guys going back in the studio then to do your music, or are you doing it in a home studio or?
We
work with a buddy of ours, Jeff Bacos, here in
downtown
Atlanta, and that we've all our recording is with him. I mean, we demo here at where we're at right now, my house, where we rehearse. We do demos and stuff, but as far as finished product, we like to go into his place. He's got great equipment. He's an amp repair guy, so he's like a gearhead in that respect, and we just have a great rapport. I played with him. He's a bass player, phenomenal bass player, and I played in the band with. There's just a lot of history there, and we found that going in with an outside, it's all co-produced by all of us, but having that outside opinion, never hurts. At the end of the time, we do what we want to do, but generally, if he makes a suggestion, we follow it because it's a smart.
Yeah, it's probably a smart move.
So.
Nice. Yeah. I look forward to seeing the rest. I really like the tracks you guys got out so far. It's really a little bit different. It's really nice.
Awesome, man.
I really like it. So hopefully we'll see you guys get picked up. Maybe go get on a tour, or at least doing some dates outside of Georgia. What dates do you have lined up so far?
Well, we're like I said, we've got this show hopefully here on the 15th, and in theory, if all goes well, all or some facsimile of that full lineup, which is a 4-band bill. Us, like we've said, the CEO, which is Vinny from Seven Dust Band, Resistant Bite, which is Tommy Skio's.
Yeah, those guys are great.
Another
They
band,
just signed
7 years.
which is the label out of Atlanta called LOR, which is Legends of Rock. So that's what they're trying to do.
They're basically trying to
put
fill out
together
round out
a bill to put on the road.
a bill to put out on the road.
Oh, that'll be great.
You know,
Yeah,
we'll see
what happens. I mean, the band, the first band,
7 year,
They're
Witch.
badass. They're badass. Yeah,
They're from South Carolina. They're a newer upcoming band.
The guitar player is like 19, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
wow.
kid is phenomenal. I saw him when he was 17. And
Is
when
he young and hungry, right? Young and hungry, as they call it. But
dude, really? Come on.
As opposed to old and ornery.
Yeah.
yeah, Jerry and I can relate to the old part for sure. Yeah.
Y'all do the backflips. We'll just sit over here and drink a beer and watch.
Yeah, no doubt.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I hope you guys get up to Nashville. We're only 4 hours away.
Yeah, I know, man. We'll definitely be.
We're working on that.
Yeah, man. We'll definitely be. We'll be up that way soon. We got a lot of friends in Nashville, so.
Yeah, a buddy of mine's been trying to get us to come up there. What was that place you was telling me? Like some kind of.
It's got to be Bowie's, right?
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah.
'Cause he says he's there all the time and knows somebody who knows somebody. I was like, whatever. Get the somebodies together and let's do this.
Yeah, Jerry, you were there just what last week or 2 weeks ago, and then Richie Faulkner was there, and who else was there?
Oh, this was at the Basement East, which is
Basement East.
another great rock club.
That's right.
It
Yeah.
was the Rare Hair Show.
Right? Karabi plays there a lot, right? The Basement.
Who does?
John Karabi.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Yeah. I've talked to him a few times about that place. He's like, dude, you guys got to check this out.
Yeah, that's a great place too.
Right on. Right on. Yeah.
But
we're trying to get out there because it's what we love to do, to play live.
Everything else is just.
Everything else is okay, whatever.
You know.
It's a means to get to play live.
Yeah.
You know.
well, I'm sure if you guys brought that tour here to Nashville, it would be packed with rock fans.
Oh yes.
Those places.
Right on. I believe
so.
you are correct, sir.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll find out soon.
Especially Bowie's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would whichever. If we do it upstairs. We can do it upstairs right now. Let's do
Right.
it.
Yeah, there's a lot happening out there in Nashville for Jerry. You know, there's a lot of the music scene is just exploding out there. We talk to people all the time from there for sure, you know. But if you guys make it out there, yeah, definitely, you know, keep in touch and let us know if you're coming out there, man, or if you're coming out to Buffalo, man, you need to know some places to go or some clubs that, you know, you might want to check out, you know, you can ping us and we'll let you know what's going on with the different clubs if you want to see anybody or whatever, we can always do that.
Sure,
but
So I gotta know.
We know how long of a drive that is. 15 hours. Right here in this spot. 15 hours, bang, to the front door of what was that place that we played up there? Was it? Oh God, Mary, what the hell? Sid Mary's or whatever.
In Nashville?
Where the front, the wheel bearing went out on the van when I was back there.
Oh wow.
Anyways, this was years ago. Niagara Falls, yeah.
Oh, Niagara Falls, yeah.
Oh yeah, we used to play there. Yeah, it was fun.
Stories from the road.
Yeah, so
plenty of those.
Some you probably don't even want to tell.
Yeah, some people don't want to hear. Real time.
So how did you come up with the name Backside of Life and this acronym B.S.O.L?
Actually, a good buddy of ours we've been friends with. He was a roadie for us in the band we were in together previously, and he works with us now too. A buddy of ours, his name's Dave. We call him OD. Other Dave overdosed.
Right.
anyways, we were hanging out one day and we had just started putting this thing together, and we were talking about it. He goes, man, I got the band name. He goes, Backside of Life, because you're all a bunch of old motherfuckers. They're like, you know what? That's actually got something to it. But then I was like, man, it's kind of long.
It's kind of long, right? Yeah.
It's a lot of words, man.
Yeah. Yeah, now you always have that story to tell when people ask, right? When you have
and then most of the time we just tell them, look, dude, whatever it means to you, they don't really care. We know what it means to us, and that's Backside of Life. We're here, B.S.O.L.
Yeah. Bastard Sons of Lemmy.
Sons of Lemmy.
Oh, I like that one too. Yeah, too. I like that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, as long as the music's good, that's what really counts.
Yeah, right
Yeah,
on.
exactly. Yeah, and you guys are definitely bringing it. It's like you're saying on your website. There's no behind the curtain baloney going on. There's not some player off stage or some track playing in the background. It's all you guys. It's all live. It's all your emotions.
And some nights it's painfully obvious. At least at times.
Yeah. That's definitely what we do, man. I mean, it's about the live music.
Yeah.
And like we've been saying, with the new lineup and everything and all the new music that's coming, it's just it's such a breath of fresh air compared to what we've already done. We love what we've already done. I mean, it's good music, but now it's like it's
kind of really where we wanted to be.
That's where exactly.
It's been a little trial and error, musically and member wise. But yeah, the new lineup is solid, and we're really, really excited for the upcoming year for sure. So
cool.
We'll be up in you guys' neck of the woods soon enough.
Oh yeah,
I guarantee.
Excellent. Yeah, we really look forward to that. So if folks want to know more about you guys, what should they check out? Should they just go to your website or Facebook, or what should they do?
We're overhauling the website right now, but yeah, you www.backsideoflife.com. Should have a brand new thing up with a bunch of new content here within the next couple of weeks max. So that's probably the best place to go. But we have a pretty good Facebook presence and Instagram as well. So, we're around. We're around.
I got hacked, so don't look for me.
Oh, that's not good. Well, yeah, the website's good. We know that. I've been checking you guys out. You guys are on Spotify. You can listen to all their tunes on Spotify and check these guys out.
Yeah. Good place to be.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll be seeing you kick on a tour soon. Really appreciate you guys spending some time with us tonight.
Right on, man.
And if you folks, sure. If you folks out there want to hear more from us, you got comments or feedback, please feel free to email us at talkingaboutrock@gmail.com. Please like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, you can check out this interview and more on our YouTube channel, Talking About Rock. Guys, it's been awesome speaking with you. We wish you all the best. Please keep us in the loop when your new music is coming out or when your tours are kicking up. Please shoot us an email if you get time. We appreciate it. And if you come to our towns, man, we'd love to hear from you.
Right on, man. You will. We'll talk about it.
Davey, CC, I wish you the best of luck.
Right on, brother. Big love to you. Thank you much.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy New Year, guys. Have a good night, guys.
I hope that show goes down for you next week.
Me too.
A great time.
All right. Have a good night, guys.
Right on, brother. Y'all be safe.